Hello everyone, and welcome back to my garden. It's a pleasure to have you for this episode. I mentioned in a previous episode that my dragon fruit had root rot. I screwed up, and I admit it. And well, I gotta fix it. So I did some research on good old YouTube and found some fantastic advice from a YouTube channel called Grafting Dragon Fruit. I'll put that link down below. But he showed how to fix root rot, and so I'm going to show you too. So if you have dragon fruit and you've made the same stupid mistakes I have, you can try and save your dragon fruit. Now I can't guarantee it's going to save it. I'm going to try. Some of my plants look fine, some don't. Plain and simple, I watered them too much. Yup. In a desert, in 118 degree weather, I watered them too much. So it can happen, so just don't let it happen to you guys. So here we go. Okay, so previously I'd shown you this on another video. I'm just going to recap. That one has bad root rot. I'm a little worried I'm a little late in the game to save it. I'm going to try to. I mean, if I had taken care of this, a week ago, or whenever this first showed up, I could have probably saved it. I'm going to try and see, and I hope I can, but all I can do is go along with it and give it a best shot. That one is sunburned. I'm going to leave it alone because it's actually on the back side still green, but the one next to it, as you can see, has root rot. And this one's pretty withered. I don't think I'm going to be able to save it. I'm going to try. And finally, the first one I'm going to do, because it's the newest, is this one. This guy here. He's pretty thick, so he's still got quite a bit of water in him, but he's got bad root rot. So let me see what I can do. I'm going to show you my procedure and we'll go for it. Okay, so here's the deal. You can see this all rotted away down here. All of it. It's a shame I didn't catch it earlier. I may have over fertilized. I don't know. That can cause it too. So anyhow, so this is pretty much all gone down here, but you see where this yellow is and this green is? Up here it's still alive, and so the plan is to cut it off here surgically. Well, surgery with a multi-tool and a nice sharp clean sterilized blade on here, and basically just plug it back in the ground. I've let the soil dry out real good, though we're expecting rain, so I don't know how that's going to play into it, but well, wish me luck, guys. This is a little scary for me. I've never done it before. Makes me almost want to cry. Oh my gosh, what have I done to you? Alright, let's go. I hope you can see that okay, but I'm just cutting that right off. Nice and sharp blade. I'm going to pull the old bit out. I want to take a look at it anyway. Yeah, well, there was still a little bit of life in the center, but it was pretty dead. I don't know if you can see that, but it's rotten all the way down there. There is a little green in the middle, but I don't know if that would have survived or not. I don't think so. You know, maybe I'll try and throw the roots somewhere and see what happens. But anyhow, it's all cut off. And I'm just going to pull it straight down. I've got it tied up here because it's quite tall. And luckily it has lots of air roots at the top, so that may help it a bit. So I trimmed them down as I showed earlier in the video, but the one thing I forgot to mention, you can't just trim them down and throw them in the soil. You've got to trim them down and let them dry. So I'm letting these ones just dry naturally up here. That soil is dry, so hopefully they'll scab over. And once they scab over, then I can throw them in the ground about a ½ inch or so, and they should start to root. In fact, I may just leave them the way they are and hope that they start rooting where they are. Okay, so a few things I've done. I've added composted granite into the soil a bit, just a bit into those areas. I've got them all back into the dirt. The dirt was actually quite dry, surprisingly. Oh, little hummingbird. Oh, you can't see him. Anyhow, so I got them fixed, and I'll be surprised if that one there makes it, and if that one there makes it. I had to cut quite a bit off. I lost a lot. Stupid me. But here you can see the remnants. I'm glad, even though that one was green, the other one was not, and I'm pretty sure that it would eventually ended up like that, completely dried and rotted through. Same with the other one, completely dry and rotted through. And this one was, I mean, it was gooey. So just baffles me. I can't believe it got that wet. They'd been doing well for a while. I planted those back in April, May time frame, and they were doing fantastic. And then in the middle of the summer heat, got busy with family, lost track of my watering, had a lot of rain from our monsoon. Yes, we do have rain in the desert. When a good monsoon season hits, we have quite a bit of rain. So we'll see how it all shakes out. I pray they survive. Otherwise, I just start again and learn from my lessons. So one thing that I did learn is testing the soil, which I'm going to do from now on. I'm going to pull the compost or the mulch I have, away, and I'm going to stick my finger in. And if I don't feel water, the soil is too dry. So I'm going to go up to about my second knuckle. The suggestion is first knuckle to second knuckle. I'm going to go probably about in between, somewhere there, and just check it and see if I feel water. If I don't feel water, if I don't see water, then I'll water them. Otherwise, I'll leave them alone. I do have drip in here. I moved the drip away from them towards the strawberries. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to probably modify these beds in the future, take the herbs out, and strictly make them dragon fruit beds, or find something that needs about the same water requirements. Anyhow, I hope this was instructive to you. You learned something from it, and if you have these same problems, I hope it helps you, and I will follow back up and show you the results. Alright, so thank you for joining me today on today's episode while I try and save my dragon fruit. I really hope they survive. If they don't, it's just one of those things. You know, life throws us a curveball. We learn from it. We learn how to defeat that curveball and move forward. And I hopefully learned my lesson. Hopefully I gave you good advice, and I'll follow up with you in the near future, and I'll let you know if they died, if they survived, if they continue to grow. And hopefully next year I'll have some beautiful dragon fruit, but we'll see. Alright y'all, you have a great day, and thank you for joining me in my garden.